the channel. 007. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Getting an early start seems to be what I try to do. And beautiful sunrise. I wasn't going to do this yet, but when I looked over and seen that, I thought, what a way to start the day. So I'm at Deep Gap Shelter, or just leaving, and going to go to Bly Gap campground. It's around 12 miles. So I was able to break that 15 miles up, which is good. I think 12 miles I'll be able to make that. All right, some good climbs today. So we'll see what the day brings. All right. So I started with, let's see what today's brings. And today's bringing pretty much like all the other days except for day 6. That was the rain day. And I'm happy it's not like day 6. Blue sky, sun's out. Walking along, I'm coming up on 3 miles. Haven't seen anybody. This is my normal day. I don't normally see a lot of people unless they're coming the other way. And slack packers and stuff, day hikers. And every now and then, if I take a break, I might see somebody come by me. And a couple of those gazelles every now and then come zipping by me. I haven't seen anybody today. I only seen 2 yesterday come zip by. So, but I figured I'd take this minute, because I got nothing else interesting going on other than going up and down, to talk about Gold Star sailing. That's the cause I'm hiking for. If you hadn't heard about it, you can go to goldstarsailing.org to donate. I'm trying to raise $5,000 to send 2 Gold Star children to a camp. Not a grief camp. This camp is all about camaraderie with the kids, and they're all the same. You know, they've all lost somebody, and the bond they make because they share that is tremendous. And Pat Powers and his crew do great things. If you want to know more about them, please go to my Hiking for a Cause video I made before I came out here. It's got a link to the YouTube page where there was an interview for Gold Star Sailing. And man, once you watch that, you'll want to donate. Go to goldstarsailing.org. Go ahead and go down to the donate. You get the option of one-time donation, monthly donation. Don't feel bad when you see the numbers in the hundreds to donate. Go down. Man, if you just donate $1, it'll make a difference. So, it's getting hard down here. Yeah, and then when you go further down, there's a tab. I think it's donate for somebody or something like that. If you click on that drop down, it'll have Hike with 007. Click on that. I don't get any of the money, but it helps me track where I am to the $5,000. So again, $1, $5, whatever you can do, it'll make a huge difference in these kids' lives. It's $2,500 a kid to send to camp. The kids have no cost. This is all Gold Star Sailing, and they fund everything. They're a non-profit 501c3. I encourage you to look at that video and make a donation. All right, keeping on going up and down. Hey Odie, no gnome. Still haven't seen a gnome, dude. Odie said there was gnomes in the trees and cutouts like that. I haven't seen one yet. I think he found some article. It's probably like from 1920 or something. I don't know. Saying there was gnomes in the trunks of some trees. And I keep looking. It's slowing me down, actually. Stopping and looking in these holes to see a gnome. And I haven't seen one. But when I do, I'm going to post it on here, Odie. That way you know if it's true or not. But so far, no. So for those of you following that don't know much about the AT, thought I'd just little snippets now and then to familiarize you with some of the terms and what's going on. So I try to stay at shelters. The shelters are 5, 8, 10 miles apart, and I plan my day that way. So a shelter is going to have some kind of building, nothing crazy. I'll try to video one. A lot of people will sleep in the shelter. I don't. Toothless told me one day he slept in the shelter when it was going to rain at night, and he said the rumors about the mice are under exaggerated, meaning they're big and a lot of them, and that was enough for me. So they'll crawl over you at night on your sleeping bag. They'll gnaw into your side of your pack looking for food. Now a lot of guys don't. That's all they do. They stay in the shelter. That ain't me. So, and to be honest, man, my sleep system in my tent, I sleep good. I enjoy crawling into my tent at night and getting in that sleeping bag. With that air mattress I have, I'm comfortable and I got no complaints. So the other thing, shelter normally have water there somewhere. They'll normally have a picnic table of some type, and then they'll have a privy, also known as a bathroom. But don't get your hopes up. It's nothing crazy. It's really just 4 sides and a toilet, and yeah, it's funny. The sides, you know, are cut high, so the way you know if somebody's in the privy is you're walking that way if you see their feet. So you'll see a line sometimes because people know somebody's in there because their feet. And then in the evening you have your light on, you know, your headlamp or something, which is kind of comical too. But yeah, so that's the privy and that's the shelters. What they provide, sometimes in the day, if the shelter's real close to the trail, I'll stop there and just eat lunch, because it's nice to sit down at a table, you know, and do that. But it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes those shelters, like last night, Deep Gap Shelter, that was, man, a couple tenths of a mile off the AT. That's extra miles. It doesn't count toward the 2,197.4, so something to keep in mind. Tonight I'm going to stay at Bly Gap, I believe, campground. The camping, by campground, it just means it's a big flat area where there's a bunch of camping spots. Some of them have bare cables because, oh, that's the other thing with shelter. Here in Georgia, most of them have a bare box, which makes it easy for your food bag. You don't have to hang it in a tree and just chuck it in the box. Some of the camping and some of the shelters also have bare cables, where it's a cable between trees with a setup. You can hook your bear bag on there, hoist it up there, and hook it on the tree with the cable. I'll try to show you one of those when I see one. And some don't. So the camping, it has water there on this one. Not all of them do. They don't have a bare box or bare cables, I don't believe. But you know, it helped me to get 12 miles today and not do 15 and then 12 miles tomorrow. So that's kind of the deal on the shelters. Coming up on Dix Creek Gap. Sometimes this is the places that you'll find trail magic, but none today. No love today for 007. It's all good. Just gotta watch your cars. They're moving a little quick. Here's another little tidbit for those of you planning a AT through hike, or to be honest, any kind of hike. When I did the Art Lobe, all I had was all trails. I had Far Out, but they didn't have the Art Lobe trail on there. And man, you got to keep checking your phone to know where you are, distance. So I bought this Coros watch, and man, it's such a good investment. Made such a huge difference to know, you know, I started, so it gives me the mileage. So I know, you know, I'm 5.17 miles in right now to a 12.6 mile day. And it's just hard to know distance when you're out here in the woods. Sometimes you think, man, I had to walk a mile. I look at my watch and like 3/10 of a mile. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out and helps me for, you know, planning my stops and things like that. Gives me elevation gain at the end of the day, heart rate, a lot of other stuff, you know, a lot of people are into. But the main thing I like is just knowing the mileage, how far I've come. It really helps me out to know what's coming up. So something to consider if you're doing a AT through hike and you're planning it, to have some way to know exactly how far. I mean, the far out app will do it, but you gotta stop and pull your phone out all the time, and then you're using the battery on your phone. And you know, this watch, man, it goes for days on one battery charge. So yeah, just something to think about. Holy crap, low bridge. Coming up on a sign. This is it. North Carolina, Georgia. I'm now in the North Carolina part of the AT. That's hard to believe. Man, I don't know how high we are. My watch says 4,800 feet. It is up here. Well, North Carolina didn't disappoint. You just go straight up. And I'm still going up. Another beautiful view here in North Carolina. It's a shame the trees are in the way there. Alright, hope you can see me alright. I'm gonna wrap up day 8 here. So, crazy day. Started Deep Gap Shelter. Had planned to go to, what was it, Bly Gap. That would have been 12.1 miles. Well, Bly Gap didn't turn out too well because the wind was howling up there. It was very sparse. And so I decided to go to Muskrat Creek, which was the original plan at 15 miles. So I kind of screwed up and ended up doing that anyway. So crazy day, but there was some reasons for it. So I've developed a problem with my left knee, and want to get it looked at. It's the pains in a place that makes me very uncomfortable. So I'm gonna go into Franklin tomorrow, take a 0 on Saturday, try to get it looked at, and kind of go from there. I told you from the start, if something crazy goes on with my knees, I don't want to take a chance with them, because I'm 8 years into a 20-year plan with my knees, and I'm a little concerned just from the area that I have the pain. So we'll get that looked at. Man, so we did a little over 15 miles today. We are at 81.2 miles right now, total. My morning blood sugar is 104. I forgot to take the blood sugar before lunch. I took it well, right before dinner. So for lunch I had chicken, cheese, and a tortilla, and didn't really have anything else. And I'm at 150 right now, so something isn't right there. Got a little bit of stress going on, trying to find a ride and a hostel, and you know, a lot of that. And I think Stress plays a role in the blood sugar a little bit. But anyway, so that's kind of a wrap of today. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you tomorrow.